Boxes on the floor, echoes in the walls. No more whisper where you've been when I walk through the hall. I thought I'd feel the sun, but the silence weighs a ton. Freedom in a paper house, but where did all the color run? I lit a match just to see in the dark, but shadows dance like ghosts in my heart. I said goodbye to the cage I knew. Now I'm wide awake in something new. She called it freedom, but it feels like falling through the sky. She called it healing, but there's no one here to hear me cry. Tore down the walls to finally breathe, but nothing left to hold me. She called it freedom, I just call it lonely.
Streetlight flickers in this quiet part of town. No one here to ask me why I'm down. I thought I'd write, I thought I'd sing, but tonight I can't feel anything. All these nights I dreamed of space, now I'm lost in my own place. Is this what being strong looks like, or just a softer way to break?
She called it freedom, but it feels like echoes in my chest. She called it healing, but my heart won't let me rest. I left the keys and burned the maps, but still I'm circling slowly. She called it freedom, I just call it lonely. Maybe I'll find meaning in this space.
Maybe loss is just another kind of grace. I don't regret what I chose, but I miss the part of me I lost with those clothes.
She called it freedom, and maybe she was right all along. She called it healing, but healing takes more than just moving on. I'm not broken, just between the woman I was and who I'll be. She called it freedom, and
Maybe that's me. Flashbulbs, midnight flights, makeup smiles and scripted lines. Every room I enter knows my name, but no one ever asks if I'm okay. They see the chains I broke, not the ones I wear. This glass castle's full of empty air. I left behind a simpler scene. Now I'm free to be what they all need. This is freedom, isn't it? Standing tall where the lights all hit, but I'm a silhouette on replay. No one knows what I don't say. This is freedom. Can't you see the life I built out of make-believe? They scream my name in every town, but no one knows me when the lights go down. Room service, 4 a.m. Cold champagne and hollow friends. They post me smile, perfectly aligned. but I'm pixel deep and running blind. Sometimes I miss the silence I used to hate, when I could walk the street and just feel weight. Now every word's rehearsed and neat, and even love feels like a tweet. This is freedom, right on cue, but I don't know what I'm running to. I'm the dream they think they need, but my own truth is obsolete. This is freedom, so they claim, but why can't I just be my name? They scream for me in every crowd, but no one knows me when the lights go down. I dance for them, I speak their lines, built a world that isn't mine. But every stage, no matter grand, still leaves shadows where I stand. This is freedom, bittersweet, living large but feeling incomplete. If I'm the king of every scene, why can't I just live unseen? This is freedom, I suppose, but I miss the boy nobody knows. They scream for me in every crowd, but no one knows me when the lights go down. He traded keys for open skies, left the towers, left the ties. A cabin deep where roads don't run. He said goodbye to being someone. No schedules, no crowd to please, just a book and rustling trees. They call it lonely, he calls it peace. This silence sets his spirit free. Quiet is a choice he made, to feel the wind, to not be swayed by the clocks or passing cars, by chasing lights or climbing charts. He's not lost, he's not erased, just walked away from the frantic race. This is freedom, still and wide, a place where he and truth collide. Mornings start with birds, not phones. He learned to love the sound of stones under feet that wander slow, with nowhere urgent left to go. His voice is soft but not afraid. He speaks to stars at end of day. No echoes come, but still he tries. In silence he gets clear replies. Quiet is a choice he made, not to bend or masquerade. He left behind the crowded place just chose a rhythm undefined. This is freedom, not escape, but the shape a soul can take.
He packed his life into a bag. No roadmap, just a dream to tag. They said he's lost, said you'll regret, but he just smiled, not ready yet. He walked away from 9 to 5, from dinner talks and planned out lives. He took the silence, took the road, and built a world that he could hold. The price of wings is walking solo. No, you were right from those who don't know. He gave up ease to feel the sky, to see the stars without a lie. They called it reckless, he called it peace. Though comfort faded, doubts increase, still he moves with steady flame. Freedom's wild, but it's not a game. Letters stopped, the calls grew thin. They thought his world was caving in, but in the quiet something grew, a voice that said this path is true. He lights his fire with no applause, no medals hung on rebel cause, but every mile, every night, he feels his soul reclaim its light. The price of wings is walking solo. No shelter crowd when storms start to blow. He'd rather brave the pouring rain than live a life that feels the same. They called it strange, he called it brave, to dig a truth no map could save. Still he walks, no need to flee, 'cause freedom isn't always free. Sometimes he dreams of home and names, but knows he'd never play their games. He chose the path with fewer signs, to hear the sound of his own mind. For the price of wings, it cuts, it heals, it strips you down, reveals what's real. They called it crazy, he called it true, and still he flies past every view. Not for glory, not to win, but just to breathe with his own skin. This is freedom, sharp and kind, the kind that lets you lose to find. I walked through the voices, the fire and frost, carried each silence, counted the cost. Every goodbye carved deep in stone, but I never felt I was alone. 'Cause in the quiet I heard the sound of something lost, then slowly found. A whisper not from crowd or throne, but from a place I'd never known. Maybe freedom's not a flag, not a crown. Maybe it's walking when no one's around. It hurts, it heals, it steals, it gives. It's where the lonely learn to live and die. I found my way through storms and songs to where the wind belongs. They said the road would lead to pain, is your future and your past. It asks for truth, it gives you sky. It says you'll fall but helps you fly. And I sing this not as right or wrong, but where the wind belongs. One day I'm gonna fly to space with my own spaceship. We used to race down that old crack street, handlebars shaky, scraped up knees. Mama yelling dinner time from the porch, but we were busy building dreams, of course. Baseball caps and comic books, trading cards and secret looks. We thought the world was wide and free, and somehow it still lives in me. Skin knees and starry eyes, back when every fall felt like we could fly. No rules, just endless skies. That little kid still hides behind my eyes. I lost a lot, but I never lost that fire. Skin knees and starry eyes.
We carved our names on that old school desk, told bad jokes, tried to look our best. First heartbreak in 7th grade, cried in the rain but danced anyway. Wore headphones like a battle shield, rap verses that we never revealed. We weren't cool but we felt so loud, and every thought was allowed.
Skin knees and starry eyes, dreamt of stages under neon lights. Time flew but I still rewind to all the days when we believed the hype. Life's grown up but I still feel that fire. Skin knees and starry eyes.
Maybe I'm older, but those sparks never died. The echoes of laughter still play in my mind. Every bruise, every win made me who I am inside. Skin knees and starry eyes, back when the world was just a try.
Those memories, they never lie. They're pieces of a soul that never says goodbye. I lost some time, but I still feel that fire.
Skin knees and starry eyes. We never really leave it behind.
They told us who to be, what's wrong, what's right. Fold your dreams and keep them out of sight. But we had sparks in our voices, thunder in our bones, built a world of our own in quiet undertones. We were questions in the system, echoes breaking through the prism. Didn't fit, but we would listen. No rules were meant to burn, not with rage, but with a light. We found paths beyond the lines, chasing stars into the night. No regrets, no need to fight. We were searching for what's right. We weren't wrong. We were young and we felt everything. We skipped stones across their plans, wrote our truths with bare hands. We weren't loud to be heard. We were loud to feel the word. colored gray, but those sparks still light my way. We were wild, but never lost. Every scar a worthy cost. Rules were meant to burn, not to hurt, but to reveal what they tried to hide from us, what it means to truly feel. We were flames without a name. We were thunder in the rain. And we were wrong, we were young, and we felt everything. I used to think that dreams were made of fire, so I burned myself just to feel them brighter. Gave my voice to winds I couldn't steer. Fell apart, but no one saw me disappear. I built a world on words too big to hold, but silence taught me stories made of gold. They cracked me open, made me slow, but now I know it's in the cracks where the light comes through, where the pain writes the truest part of you. I was broken, but I wasn't wrong. I just needed to lose to know I was strong. Freedom never looked like flight. It looked like staying when it wasn't right. And though I bled in every song, that's how it carried me along. I see the younger me in shattered glass, still chasing things that were meant to pass. I screamed at walls that couldn't fall, then whispered truth when I lost it all. No one warned me growth could sound like grief, or that love would sometimes ask to leave. But through the silence I could see a better me. It's in the cracks where the light comes through, where the pain writes the truest part of you. I was broken, but I wasn't wrong. I just needed to lose to know I was strong. Freedom never looked like flight. It looked like staying when it wasn't right. And though I bled in every song, that's how it carried me along. Now I trace my scars like maps of grace, and I find myself in every misplaced place. I thought I lost my way before, but maybe that was the only door. It's in the cracks where the light comes through, where the pain writes the truest part of you. I was broken, but I wasn't gone. Turns out losing's how you learn to move on. Freedom isn't just the sky, it's the ground you choose when you choose to try. And though I bled in every song, that's how I carried me
I used to draw stars in the corner of my math book. Had plans to fly far, maybe be someone they all would look up to someday. The hero in my own movie wore my dad's old coat, thought it made me look groovy. And even when the world said you're dreaming too loud, I kept the volume up, wasn't trying to drown it out. There are things I still believe in, though the world's not quite what it seemed then. Like paper planes in a thunderstorm, somehow still hold form. I don't chase the same skies I did back when, but I still believe in them. There were doors I knocked that never opened, friends who faded out, hearts that were never spoken. But I've kept their letters like pressed leaves and pages, proof that some of our dreams still age with grace. And even when the mirror shows lines I didn't choose, there's a spark in my chest that still lights up old truths. There are things I still believe in, though the world's not quite what it seemed then. Like candle flames in the pouring rain, somehow still remain. I don't walk the same road I did back when, but I still believe in. I don't need the crowd, the gold, the crown. The dream was never just about being found. It was running free, it was singing loud, it was being me without the doubt. There are things I still believe in, like first notes in the songs we begin. Even if the verses twist and bend, the melodies still in the wind. I may not go back to where I've been, but I still believe in all the things that made me dream then. There's a room I still return to when the nights are long. Faded posters on the wall where my heroes belonged. A crack in the ceiling, shaped like a bird in flight. Used to stare at it, thinking someday I might. No one else remembers it that way but me. But in my mind it still smells like cedar and dreams. In those quiet rooms, I was louder than the world, where silence bloomed like a secret only I could hold. All the versions of myself I've been still living there beneath the skin. And I return to those quiet rooms. There's a drawer with scribbled poems I never showed, and a toy I broke but never let go. I don't need the walls to stand or the door to close. The map is in me now, and I always know. I carry that child when I speak soft, when I laugh at nothing, when I feel lost. He taught me how to wonder, how to wait, and how to make peace with the weight. In those quiet rooms, I learned how to believe, not in perfect truth, but in the spaces in between. Every echo, every name still finds its way through me again. So I return to those quiet rooms. Suitcase in one hand, dreams in the other. Neon signs flicker like they're trying to speak. I'm new here, but I play like I belong, smiling at strangers, blending in with the beat. Every face a mask, every street a stage. I'm dancing through questions I'm too shy to say. I wear my neon skin so they won't see within, playing parts I don't believe. But maybe that's how you begin, learning who you are when everything feels pretend. Talk small at crowded rooftop bars, laugh when I'm not sure what the joke is. Mirrors and windows show someone I know, but don't quite recognize and focus. They say just fake it till it's true, but what if I fake away my truth? I wear my neon skin so I can finally fit in, chasing lights down silent streets, looking for the start within, learning who you are when you don't know where you've been. Maybe I'm just passing through, maybe this city's a mirror too, reflecting all I hide and show, all the selves I used to know. I wear my neon skin, but I'm learning what's beneath it, not just what they want to see, but who I am when I breathe in, learning who you are in the silence after the din.
moved in with 2 boxes and a nod. Didn't say much, just picked the quietest spot. We learned the rules without a word, like not turning up the heat or being heard. And it's not that I don't care, but silence builds like city air. We share a space, but not the same. I know your habits, not your name. The noise between us says it all. Footsteps in the hall, your keys when they fall. We speak in time zones, closed doors and sighs. In freedom's light, the quiet lies. You brew your coffee at 2 a.m. I scroll through life I never send. Our shadows pass but never meet. We orbit like we're incomplete, and maybe that's the way it goes. Some friendships never get to grow. We're both just ghosts in rented skin, still trying to belong within. The noise between us says it all. The kettle hums, the water on the wall. We built a rhythm, not a tide. In freedom's glow, we wonder why. Maybe next time I'll say hey. Maybe we're both just a little afraid. Freedom's gift is space to choose, but sometimes silence feels like a bruise. The noise between us fades at dawn. One suitcase packed, and then you're gone. No notes, no blame, just echo signs, and a piece of me left behind.
Same old ride, same old street. Coffee cold, but I still sip. Another day, another beat, but my heart forgets to skip. Smiles like echoes down the hall. No questions, I just stall. Was I meant to feel this gray, or did I give my light away? I used to dream loud, colors ran wild. Now I just float, lost in the dark. I'm half awake in neon blue, marching in these worn out shoes. Every step a borrowed tune, can't recall what I came to do. City hums, but I'm not near. Blurred out faces fading clear. Half awake, half alive, drowning in the traffic lights. Billboards shout a life I faked. Plans I drew now all erased. They said keep moving, find your pace, but I forgot the dream I chased. Clock can't spin, my head stays still, numb to joy and numb to thrill. Did I grow up or just fall down? Can't remember how hope sounds. I'm half awake in neon blue, faking smiles I never choose. lines and deeper grooves, but none of them can pull me through. Is this how we learn to cope? Painted walls and plastic hopes, half awake, half alive, running in a loop design. Red lights blur, still I go, like I'm wired, but moving slow. Try to stop, but I forget where I'm heading, what I get. I'm half awake in neon blue, but maybe that's a place to bloom. If I feel the numbness fade, then maybe I can break the gloom. I'm not fixed, but I'm still real, breathing through this spinning wheel. Half awake, but I still try. Maybe that's how we survive.
Clock in, fade out, another day in the same old route. Neon buzz and paper walls, living loud, but I feel so small. I wear a smile like a uniform, blend in, play the norm. No one asks, so I don't tell what it feels like trapped in a shell. This is the quiet machinery, grinding hearts into symmetry. I used to dream in color too. Now it's grayscale, faded and through. TikTok, I'm on a line, chasing someone else's time. Built to move, not to ask why, but something's wrong in my design. I scroll past lives I'll never own, flicker frames through a glass-grown home. My voice echoes, but not too loud. In the city, silence draws a crowd. I mouth the words to stay in sync, but the gears grind louder than I think. Did I choose this or did it choose me? A cog that dreams of breaking free. This is the quiet machinery, spinning lies into decency. I used to fight with burning skin. Now I nod and fall within. Dead eyes in a morning train, counting stops, numbing pain. Built to float, not to dive, but something in me still alive. Flicker, pause, I catch myself, remembering a younger self. Wrote poems on
In the quiet of the night, I hear the whispers fading out. Told myself I'd find my way, but I lost the map somehow. But now I'm turning back to me. The noise around is finally free. I'm stepping out, I'm breathing deep. No more shadows, just my peace. Hey, the walls I built have cracked and fell. The chains I wore no longer held. I see the stars are shining bright. I walk alone but feel alright. Now I'm turning back to me. The noise around is finally free. I'm stepping out, I'm breathing deep. No more shadows, just my peace. I don't need your voice inside my head. I'll write my story, the path ahead. The world can wait, I'll stand my ground. No more lost, I found my sound. Now I'm turning back to me. The noise around is finally free. I'm stepping out, I'm breathing deep. No more shadows, just my peace. Now I'm turning back to me. The noise around is finally free. I'm stepping out, I'm breathing deep. No more shadows, just my peace. I was broken, couldn't see the light. Lost in shadows, drowning in the night. But something shifted deep inside. A touch so gentle, love pulled me from the tide. And in that moment, I felt the weight lift, like a quiet storm that slowly drifts. No words needed, just the way it feels. Love's a silence that helps us heal. A spark that wakes what's been asleep, the strength to climb when we're too weak. And in that silence, I found my way. Love's the quiet peace that saves the day. I used to wander, lost in the fight, chasing dreams that never felt right. But now I see through clearer eyes, the beauty in the mess, the light behind the lies. And in that moment, I felt the weight lift, like a quiet storm that slowly drifts. No words needed, just the way it feels. Love's a silence that helps us heal. A spark that wakes what's been asleep, a strength to climb when we're too weak. And in that silence, I found my way. Love's the quiet peace that saves the day. It's in the quiet moments we find our peace, where broken hearts are given release. Not in the noise, but in the still, where we learn to forgive, to heal, to feel. And in that moment, I felt the weight lift, like a quiet storm that slowly drifts. No words needed, just the way it feels. Love's a silence that helps us heal. We built a bridge, but it cracked in the fall. Words we didn't say, we lost it all. You're on one side, and I'm on the other. Love's tangled up in the mess we smother. Love's straight, pulling us in different ways. Can we find a way back, or is it too late? Love's straight, tearing at the seams, but I believe it's still the thing we need. I thought I knew you, but you changed so fast. A silent war, and we're stuck in the past. Tears in your eyes, but you won't let go. Still I hold on, though the hurt's all I know. Love's strain, pulling us in different ways. Can we find a way back, or is it too late? Love's strain, tearing at the seams, but I believe it's still the thing we need. Underneath the weight, there's still something real. In the silence I can start to feel. The cracks in my heart are starting to heal. If we just talk, if we just feel. everything we need. Love strength is what we need. Is what we need. In the darkest night, when I lost my way, couldn't see the light, felt so far away, but I heard your voice calling me back home. Your love's a steady force, through the storm I'm not alone. Through the storm, you pulled me near. Your love is the anchor, calming my fear. When the winds were howling and the road was rough, you lifted me up when life got tough. Through the storm, I found my peace. In your arms, my soul's released. Through the storm, you set me free. Your love is the light that carried me. I remember days when the world felt cold. Your hands were the warmth, a love so bold. Through every tear, through every fight, you showed me the way when I couldn't see the light. Through the storm, you pulled me near. Your love is the anchor, calming my fear. When the winds were howling and the road was rough, you lifted me up when life got tough. Through the storm, I found my peace. In your arms, my soul's released. Through the storm, you set me free. Your love is the light that carried me. In the silence, I can hear your heart, a beacon of hope. When life falls apart, you are the flame that lights my way. Through the storm, I'm strong today. Through the storm, you pulled me near. Your love is the anchor, in my fear. When is my fear? And the winds were howling, and the road was rough. We lifted me up when life got tough. Through the storm. I was lost in the noise, didn't know what to say, chasing after empty things, wasting all my days. Thought I had it figured out, thought I knew the way, but I was lost in myself, I was drifting away. Then you pulled me from the dark, showed me the light, gave me a spark. In your silence I found my voice, with your love I made my choice. Through the mess and all the doubt, you helped me see what I'm about. In your eyes I found the truth, found myself in the love from you. We've been through the fire, walked through the rain, saw each other break, felt the same pain. But you never left, you stood by my side. In your arms I found the strength to fight. Then you pulled me from the dark, showed me the light, gave me a spark. In your silence I found my voice, with your love I made my choice. Through the mess and all the doubt, you helped me see what I'm about. In your eyes I found the truth, found myself in the love from you. There's a bond between us, strong and true. In every moment I know it's you. No more hiding, no more fear. With you beside me, I'm finally clear. Then you pulled me from the dark, showed me the light, gave me a spark. In your silence I found my voice, with your love I made my choice. Through the mess and all the doubt, you helped me see what I'm about. In your eyes I found the truth, found myself in the love from you. Found myself in the love from you. Found myself in the love from you. I was broken, couldn't see the light, lost in shadows, drowning in the night. But something shifted deep inside, a touch so gentle, love pulled me from the tide. And in that moment I felt the weight lift, like a quiet storm that slowly drifts. No words needed, just the way it feels. Love's a silence that helps us heal. A spark that wakes what's been asleep, the strength to climb when we're too weak. And in that silence I found my way. Love's the quiet peace that saves the day. I used to wander, lost in the fight, chasing dreams that never felt right. but now I see through clearer eyes. The beauty in the mess, the light behind the lies. And in that moment, I felt the weight lift, like a quiet storm that slowly drifts. No words needed, just the way it feels. Love's a silence that helps us heal. A spark that wakes what's been asleep, a strength to climb when we're too weak. And in that silence, I found my way. Love's the quiet peace that saves the day. It's in the quiet moments we find our peace, where broken hearts are given release. Not in the noise, but in the still, where we learn to forgive, to heal, to feel. And in that moment, I felt the weight lift, like a quiet storm